What's up everyone, I am DeviantCringe, and ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite some time, but yes, we are back with some more art reviews. Yes everyone, the reason why they kind of stopped for a moment is because, well, I haven't been receiving all that many notes and stuff, but recently I made a submission, and thankfully a lot of notes and a lot of submissions came through, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be going through those a lot in the coming days and all that with some more art reviews, so be on the lookout for those. Anyway, today, just like usual, I have 3 artists lined up for you guys and gals. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So today we're going to start it off with our very first artist called Art-by-Amber-Lynne, Alcohol Makers Markers for the win. A traditional art hobbyist, Amber-Lynne, female from Canada. She has been on DA for 1 year, and the first one is this one right here. It's called Well, She's Dressed Nicely, Wonder Why, and it is a really nice traditional style picture and all that. It looks pretty cool, I gotta say. The anatomy is nice and all for the most part. The line work is nice and cool. I really do love the shading. It really does give it a nice and natural look and feel to it and all that. But there are some things to be worked on a little bit. The first one and the most obvious one is the arm and the hand right here. First off, the elbow kind of looks a little bit too sharp. You could maybe round that out and all that to look a little bit more natural. It just looks way too perfect and all that. Try adding a little bit more curvature to the skin and all that. Of course, on the hand as well, it looks way too straight. The angle that the wrist is in, it looks very like a flat and robotic. And the fingers over here kind of look a little bit too long. A little bit too long for the pinky finger and all that. But everything else actually looks quite nice. I really do love the coloring in this picture. A lot of effort's been put into it and all that. I also love how some pieces of line work are more pronounced than the other ones to make certain things stick out a lot more. So that's all well and good. Definitely be sure to work a little bit more on the arm and the hand, and of course you're gonna get your anatomy down to a T and all that. And maybe you could also try to work a little bit more on the neck. Kind of make it a little bit more skinnier and all that, because it looks a little bit disproportionate to the head. The head kind of looks a bit too small, so maybe you could either resize the neck or the head. Well, she's dressed nicely, wonder why. Her YouTube video of it. My own character, Rowena, and a link. Dressed up nicely, wonder why she got herself all petrified like this. Also, alcohol markers art bearing the gradient in the background that was added digitally. Prismacolor primer, Spectrum Noir, Dollarama, and Copic. Well, all of those things are blended very well together and all that. The background itself, I mean, it could have been okay, with just the frame itself. I think these little things right here, these, strokes, kind of look a little bit out of place and all that. But, that's just my opinion. Oh, by the way, if you're actually hearing noises in the background, some kids are blowing some firecrackers and all that, it's the season, so yeah, it's to be expected. And the next picture we're going to take a look at is this one right here. Theme Fallen, and as you can see, there's a lot of detail work over here. Now, I do think that this is, like an older picture and all that compared to the other one, because the anatomy in this one is a little bit so-so, First off, the arms and the hands. The arms really don't look that bad, but the hands are way too small, and it really does look like, she basically has got like midget fingers and all that. On the face, it kind of looks like her eyes and lips are a little bit too big, but I do gotta say that the detail work on the wings is actually pretty awesome. Really nice and all that. You can look at this for like a few minutes and all that, and really appreciate the amount of effort that went into this and all. Plus the coloring is really good. I love how the gray to the white, offsets the crimson red on the wings. That's really nice. So as you can see, this artist already has a really good grasp on details and all that stuff. Just a little bit of improvement on the anatomy side of things. The faces have gone better, but work a little bit more on your arms and hands. So yeah, that's basically my advice. Theme Fallen. Alright, so this is one of the thing I'm doing. I'm working on to fill a sketchbook with characters based on themes. Yup. One of the themes was Fallen. I literally could not give one of these a fallen angel out of my head, so I ran with it. Honestly, I think this is one of the best examples I can do with markers, even if the end result could use a little bit more finessing. I mean, come on, I used markers, I put a gradient in her hair, lol. Although it was a lot easier than I expected it to be, if I'm being honest. Alcohol markers for the win, Prismacolor primer, Spectrum Noir, Dollarama, and Copic. Well, that's all pretty cool, I gotta say. You can make some really awesome stuff with markers and all that. Sometimes, the colors can be a lot more vivid, with markers than it can with pencils. And the second artist we're going to take a look at today is DrCrowCrestWork, don't remember to forget, digital art hobbyist, Erica Hadrian from the United States, and the picture that I'm going to be taking a look at from him is this one right here, and oh my god, is it beautiful. And as you can see, another really lovely traditional art picture and all that, very, very beautiful and peaceful. It has a really nice calming vibe and all that. I'm definitely going to put this in the thumbnail. It's really, really awesome. Again, you know, just like with the previous ones, the detail work is really, really good. As you can see, the leaves over here and the flowers, they really look nice and a little bit of a more simplistic style. But when you go over to the rocks, you can see not just the, you know, not just the colors, but also the, you know, the different ripples and the reflections of light on the water, as well as the fish themselves and this tree branch right here, really nice and detailed. I also love how, you know, beautifully crisp the water looks like, you know, these reflections of light. It's so nice and mellow and all that. You know, like a lot of water pictures really need something like this to bring it home, you know, these ripples, and this artist definitely nailed that. As you can see over here, we also have like another koi fish and all that. I did actually notice this one at first. You know, like I always say that no light or art styles really aren't all that my thing, but honestly, I can always see something that really definitely catches my eye, and this is really, really one of them. Koi fish pond. I've been working on this traditional painting for a little under half a year now. On and off fiddling it. I started sketching out the ideas around September of last year, and finally I'm proud to say it's finished. And Jesus H. Christ, so this guy has been like you know, working on this painting for half a year, and there are no comments and only 2 favorites. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna favorite now. Like, I really do hope that you know, artists just like this, you know, end up getting a lot more attention from videos, these videos and all that. You know, this is the very reason why I started this series and all that. This person has spent so much time working on this picture, and yet almost no one noticed it. Like, what the fuck, seriously. So yeah, every single one of you that watches this video, definitely be sure to you know, check this picture out, and of course all of the other ones. Give them a fave, you know, give them a comment telling them, you know, how awesome it is, if there's anything they need to do to improve and all that.